Hey, no. What is this system? Hey, Staxx, what's going on? What's going on? You ready? I asked that you share the live. Like, why my phone decides that it wants to update now when I needed it. So, wait, this is not working out. So quiet. I haven't used my phone without the case in forever, so it feels so crazy. Let me share the live. Share. The live. Share the live. I can't believe this. It's like this week. Everything is going crazy. Everything decided it wanted to update on its own when I needed it. Which is so insane to me. Karamatic. First, we're going to get Staxx up here. I'm going to bring you on in a minute. I'm just going to get Staxx up here first. And then we're going to bring you in. I wanted to play a little music, but that don't seem like it's going to work out right now. Because my phone decided it wanted to update. AB, bars in the garage. 172. Okay, Woof Loco. I have to put a disclaimer because I always do this. I really be messing up names. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. It's really crazy. Bars in the Garage, I want to have you on too. So we're going to schedule something in April, okay? The Real African Kia. Staxx, where are you? You ready? I'm good. I'm glad. And I can't wait. So I'm definitely gonna have you on. The time has gone by so fast. Before you know it, summer will be here again. Yes, please. I need your bio. And then when I get off of here, I'll link with you so that we can schedule something in April. I apologize. I'm not able to play my music like I used to because my phone doesn't now. So I'm going to bring Staxx on. I'm going to introduce myself, and then he's going to introduce himself, and we're going to get started. This is going to be great. Hey, Staxx.
What's up?
What's going on, Red Riding Hood?
Yo, so the kid that say it say Karamatic 21.
Uh-huh.
He's the other guest.
I know. So I told him he'll come up when I bring you up.
Uh, I'm just
I'm
I'm just
Kino.
I'm just
Hi,
making,
Mary. I miss you.
I'm just making sure I'm just making sure that you understand. Ain't no motion until I get in the ocean.
You mean, don't get me started, okay, Stax? We're
Yeah,
gonna be good today.
I don't. You know me. I'm a bad boy. I just ain't never go to a Diddy party.
But let me introduce myself, and then you gonna introduce yourself, okay? Why you laugh? Well, until he comes back, I'll just be introducing myself right now. I am Tamika Beloved, the author of the inspirational cookbook Cooking with Love, Lost the Battle, Won a War, available at all.com. I am also a life coach. I coach in relationships, self-love, achievements, and life management. The reason why I do these lives is because we all have a story, and um, in that story, there are a lot of lessons that were learned and knowledge to share. So we don't normally get together and have conversations over dinner. So that's why I chose the cookbook format. And it's a conversational piece in itself because of the lessons that I've learned and went through. Now that Stax is back, I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Yo, listen, man. For all y'all out there, man, y'all want to see some sexy shit, send this live out, man. I'm here now. Mr. Stacks, 821, a.k.a. Somebody had to say it, a.k.a. the writer, the director, like, we here. What's going on? Talk to me nice, man. Oh, we coming through with a couple of new joints on YouTube. Bossed Up Stacks, Boss Talk Edition. All you got to do is Google Bossed Up, BOSSEDUP, space, STAXX, FT, Boss Talk. And y'all gonna see what's going on. We're gonna do some big things this year on YouTube. If you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to promote your business, you're a black person, we ain't messing with them other people. That's what my uncle called them, other people. Um, Come holler at me. I'll interview you. We're gonna be on YouTube. We're going crazy.
So is it going to be
I got I
the
gotta loosen up the
same
I gotta open up
platform?
the blazer. I gotta open up the blazer, loosen up the tie. Superman's alive. Is it gonna be what? Talk to me.
Is it going to be on the same platform, or is it going to
Yeah,
be a new
it's
platform?
gonna be due to knowledge. We always spreading the word, man. I'm a ghetto prophet, man. I'm out here giving y'all the ghetto prophecies.
Do I'm just typing this in. I'm sorry. The knowledge radio. Okay.
I'm 38, hairline still intact. This is different.
Stacks, I see you coming in hot right now, huh? You must have you must have had a real good day.
I'm, I, I don't have bad days. I have bad moments.
That is a great way to look at it. So I have you here again. You speak of Do the Knowledge Radio and their platform, and your first movie, Put It on the Scoreboard. I interviewed you and your whole cast members on that platform. So now here we are again with your new movie called A Collection of Contradictions.
Yeah.
Yes. I want to start off first by asking because what is impressive to me is that you produce movies, um, and from what I understand, is at a minimum budget, right?
A minimums, man. I don't know about no minimums, man. That shit, that should be costing me mad money, man. You see my head grade, man. I ain't got it, man. I'm trying to get food stamps, welfare, something, man. They gotta help me out.
Well, the reason why I say minimum budget because you're not a millionaire, and I know that you are working on becoming great and successful in all the things that you do. But in the beginning, you're just starting out. There's challenges. Reason why I said minimum budget because I wanted to show the audience that you can do something great with the bare minimum, and it will be seen as an accomplishment and a goal that was completed. So you had a goal. You wanted to create a collection of movies. And so you're on your second one, which is super dope. Yes, he is making it happen with what he got, and that's dope. It absolutely is. I wanted to highlight that, not to, to shade you or anything like that. I'm super proud of you. You one of my favorite people, even though you drive me crazy sometimes.
As long
You're
as
one of my favorite
if you
people.
ain't got your license, you shouldn't be driving. So I can't drive you crazy. That's
Okay.
all I'm gonna say about that.
Okay. So now that you have your movie completed and the second one, what was that feeling like to actually finish and put it out?
So I grew to live by this motto. It's probably gonna be the first time some of y'all that's watching hear this, but it's a mental thing that I put in my head, and my motto is plan your work and work your plan. And generally, that's just something that I just put into proper perspective because I never want to be in a place where society is able to tell me what my level of success is or what my what I can or cannot accomplish according to how they view things.
Mhm.
um we live in this particular atmosphere where there's a certain level of identity crisis, and to somebody in society you're not successful if you don't have a certain level of financial or status quo, and that is far from true, right? I am successful. I'm a successful father. I'm a successful businessman. I'm a successful movie producer, songwriter. I like there's nothing that I haven't set out to do that I haven't accomplished. So I'm successful. And that's just my particular identity.
Absolutely. And I agree with you. Now, the movie, A Collection of Bad Decisions. How did you come up with that title?
Collection of contradiction. I came up with that title just
Contradiction. I keep
um
thinking Bad Decisions. Wasn't that another movie?
you giving you don't be giving them too much sauce, you feel me? Um
Okay.
but I so a collection of contradictions is a movie for me because as no matter what you are, right? If you Muslim or if you Christian or whatever it is, people are always gonna find a way to say what you believe in is a contradiction to this, that, and the third, and they're gonna try to pull something out of it. The way that you live, right? So what I tried to do was I tried to highlight like one of the characters in the movie. If you haven't watched it, you need to. If you watched it, you're gonna see one of the young men in the movie. It's a conversation between him and my man T Gutter. Shout out to T Gutter. Um, they holding a conversation, and Gutter caught his mom smoking crack in the house, and he's like, "Yo, why you think I don't be in the house? Because she been doing that." Like, and he wants to stay away from her, but he don't mind selling crack to her. So that's a contradiction in itself, and I just wanted to highlight these different, places and atmospheres that we as a community of people, generally, don't recognize.
Don't recognize or even care to admit. And looking at that, it kind of resonated with me. Something that I'm not proud of. I talk openly about me not having a relationship with my mother and father, and because they were on drugs, and I didn't see my father as my father. I actually called him Black. I didn't call him Dad. He was just in and out. So, I was in the streets, and actually, he was one person that was out there selling for me, and I was actually paying him in crack. It was the best because he would bring me my money and he stayed high. Unfortunately, it was my father, and I didn't look at it um, as bad until I got older. So that
I
movie
mean,
resonated with
it,
me.
ain't- it ain't it ain't nothing wrong with it, man. You was getting that child support money, but he had to work for it. It's all good.
No, it's definitely something wrong with it. Everything about it was wrong with it. So we're not gonna put that out there. This platform is for lessons learned, education, knowledge, and elevation and enlightenment. And I wouldn't be who I am if I sat here and allowed you to say that it was okay. It was never okay. Never,
All right.
ever, ever.
Your,
So
what, your
in that
dad still
movie,
around? Your
huh?
dad still around? Your dad
No,
still
my
around?
my father passed away.
All right. God bless him. I was gonna say I'll give him a pack. He could work for me since he can't work for you. That's the lesson. Pass off.
When I see you, I will deal with you. Okay. So I'm just gonna leave that at that. Now, getting back to your movie, um, it was a lot of messages in that movie, but I want to talk about your writing style because it's very unique. You are one that uses improv. Um, or basically just allowing the people, the actors, to be themselves. So, how do you even tell them what you want them to say, or you just give them the freedom to just go ahead and go with the flow?
Um. So what I try to do generally is I try to give everybody the space to be themselves, but I also may say for this scene I want you to say this or say something like this. And if I have to give them the words, then I will. I don't have a problem with that. But generally, um, to somebody, right? Somebody is gonna say or disagree or agree. I don't even give a damn. Somebody's gonna say Denzel was a great actor, like oh my God, Denzel, all this shit, right? For me, I don't believe that he's a great actor, right? I believe that he is good at playing himself, right? He hasn't wowed me with his style of the characters that he plays, right? Now when you look at Lorenz Tate, right? Lorenz Tate is a great actor, right? You look at him in Menace to Society, then you look at him in Love Jones, and then you look at him in these different movies, and he has to switch up. Whereas Denzel he's like the same guy,
Mm-hmm.
right? Equalizer, the same guy. You have 9 seconds, I'm gonna kill you, right? It's the same shit, and it's I don't right. The one of the best movies that he ever, two of the best movies he ever did, where you actually saw him play two different roles was um, Training Day and John Q. But John Q was easy because he's a father, right? So that's like any real. I ain't talking about a dude that just busting the girl, and no, any real father is gonna be willing to die for their kid. or whatnot. Even though we should be trying to live to see our kids grow to a certain level, but overall, what I share with each character is overall the idea is that we are trying to network a fan base, and
Mhm.
for every one person that you know, they know 10 people. So if you're playing yourself, then you get the chance to promote whatever it is that you're doing in whatever conversation that you're holding. But you have to be able to be smart enough to know when to end. Some people don't know when to shut up, so they keep going, make a long story longer. You start falling asleep. We don't got time for that. Get in and get out, and that's it.
Mm. Get in and get out. That's funny. So, how did you go about choosing the people that you wanted to play these roles in your movie?
I ain't. They look. I I don't know how I went about choosing them, man. I just meet people and I'm like, that's what I do. And then if they ask for a role, I give them a role. And if I could tell from a conversation if a person is on a certain level of intellect and worth being in a movie for a long period of time, or if I just be like, oh, I got a role for you. I needed
Mhm.
somebody to kill anybody. Somebody had to die, like, and then I give them kind of roles. So those are the people that you barely see.
Speaking of cast members, I know that you have one that is waiting to come in, so I'm gonna let him in, okay?
Yeah, no problem. Yo, shout out to my man Cliffy Balls in the building. He is a he is a camera king. And we actually got an interview that he did. This was back in the days when they didn't know me. I was sleeping on the train. He actually filmed the interview or whatnot. We never got to get to the logistics of that and finish it up or whatever. But me and him gonna make the time. We gonna do it. Y'all, I'm transparent, so y'all can't make fun of me for sleeping on the train. Like
Mhm.
my life different. I slept on the train. I ain't paid no rent. I had free Wi-Fi. The heat was good. I was good. Feel me? All I had to do was go to Planet Fitness, take a shower, and find somewhere find out what I wanted to eat for the day. But I was good.
Well, I'm trying to get Karamatic in here. Is he?
And,
Do you
and,
see him?
and nobody set me on fire. He here.
Do you see him?
Yeah, yo, 21, send a request.
No, I put him in. I accepted him. It's showing that he's up here, but I don't see him. Are you following me?
No, he ain't following you. He following the great one. Yeah, he here. Yo, send
So
her, send a request.
I did,
Yo, my man.
and
Oh,
I accepted it.
yo,
I accepted it.
my man Taz O in the building, man. Me and Taz, I ain't gonna tell y'all how me and Taz met. That's another story for another episode.
Another story for another episode. So,
But hold on, that's before you go, Taz. How me and him met, I could have
mhm.
put that in the movie.
So I guess you want to tell the story. So go ahead.
Before you go,
Karamatic Kingdom in the building.
how me and him met, I could have put that in the movie.
Oh, there you go.
So I guess you want to tell the story. So go ahead.
Before you go,
Oh,
nah,
is there a
I'm
Karamatic
delay?
good.
Kingdom in the
I ain't
building.
telling
See,
the story.
there's a delay. Somebody has a delay in here.
Hold on.
It's him. He came in.
I came in.
Yeah, we was doing just fine
Hold
before
on.
he
She said
came
you
in.
was doing good till I came in? Is that what you trying to say?
That's
Hey,
better.
Yeah.
bro, I don't
Thank
appreciate you
you.
coming in with that red stuff, that beautiful shirt. You trying to show off? You don't
Nah,
want to do okay, I'm about to say you don't want to do that.
I'm just me,
All
man.
right, all
$100
right, cool,
bill.
cool. All right, all right, all right.
I'm just me.
All right, I'm just checking, you know? Anyway, this is my brother right here.
Welcome,
He's a master
welcome,
genius.
welcome. Can you
How are you
introduce
doing?
yourself? Can you
Yes, my name is
introduce
21.
yourself?
My
Mm-hmm.
name is 21. Jamel Stevens, owner of Karamatic Kingdom. I just did 14 years and 6 months in prison. I came out 8 months ago. All gas and no brakes. I met Staxx. It was on since then. He said, look, you got to get it. I said, man. He said, look, it's a different world. You got to get it. I opened up Karamatic Kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
printers, 3D printers. We're doing T-shirts. We're doing our own promotions for our movies. We got my aunt, the B Montgomery show. We doing cable shows. When Staxx gave me that energy, I took off running. I opened a publishing company. I got 4 books out, and it ain't stop.
I'm
We're trying to take this to the
so
next
proud
level.
of you. That's
Thank you. I appreciate it.
dope.
I mean, the brother gave me the keys to life. All I did was open the doors. No, I didn't open the doors. I kicked them down.
Kick,
He also
kick
told me
them
that
in. Okay.
he said, I said, yo, I'm trying to think outside the box. He said, what are you doing thinking outside the box? He said, destroy the fucking box. There ain't no box. Ever since then, my mind been going crazy. We've been getting it. That's what we do all day. And
Keep
and
getting it. Don't let nobody stop
yeah, when
you.
he said, the roles, I want you to come in at yourself. I said, no scripts. He said, be you. I said, okay. Look out, Denzel. So it best fits me. Like I come in as myself, a person who just came out of jail, and hustling, grinding, and the music. Oh yeah, we got a recording studio as well. We doing
Look at
music as
that.
well. We do our own music in our movies too. So it's
Get
definitely
it.
lit.
Everything. Get to
Everything.
everything. I don't want you to feel like you need to catch up, but I just want you to know that you just look forward to the future. That's it. Don't feel like you need to catch up because you'll never catch up.
I know.
But
I know.
looking forward to the future.
I never catch up. I just pass them. That's what we do. All gas, no brakes. Ain't that right?
I don't, I don't smoke gas. I don't know nothing about
Man,
no gas.
that's about some smoke. I don't smoke gas either.
Feel me? And I don't
I
know
burn
nothing.
it.
I ain't never stopped nothing I did. So
Right.
like I never use brakes.
And I'm gonna do
Now,
action figures. I'm doing action figures for the movies for us with this 3D printer. It's about to get real crazy.
oh, that's super dope. So what was your role in the movie? I want you to tell the audience what was your role in the movie.
Well, I was the man that worked for his wife. His wife owned the record label, and we got in at wow, I forgot the name of that studio already. But anyway,
Plug
yeah,
studio.
yeah, yeah, that's right, right, right. So we in the studio, and I'm like a bodyguard. Mind you, I
Mm-hmm.
was fat and I look totally different. This is vegan life right
Mm-hmm.
here. Lost 50 pounds since. Been on my workout stuff. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to Staxx. Always tell me I got to work out, lose it. I was borderline diabetic. Thyroid didn't work. Listen to Staxx and cured all that. Stop eating meat, start working out. I'm
Whoa.
down. I'm down to
Pause.
198, but still it's good. But but anyway, I was fat in that movie, and oh my god, I hate that. They say the camera put 10 pounds on you. Shit, I put 10 pounds on myself. But yeah, and
My
and
son.
I was the guy that was.
Wow.
Yo, stop it, Stax. You want to talk trash later?
No,
You want to talk
I
about?
just can't.
All right,
I just can't. I just can't get over that statement you made when you said I stopped eating meat. I'm like,
all right.
whoa, pause.
Yo, bro, we gonna do that right now. Yo, see, you still eat meat? I mean, you eat.
Whoa, this nigga's
Yo,
wow.
I'm vegan. Yo, see, I told you don't play no games, Stax. You started this. See, he always starting stuff.
He's
Now go ahead.
Yeah,
always
Finish it. Finish
starting.
it.
Definitely, he's
always.
always starting.
You
Finish your
troublemaker.
story.
But anyway,
But I do
I'm his
want
wife's bodyguard, and we got to
to.
get him out of jail. So I'm like, so we made a deal with the DA, and I had to kill his brother. I said, no problem, I'll take care of
I'm on
it.
the phone, man.
Huh?
Now
And
finish talking. My bad.
all right, then I end up killing his brother, and I'm also a neighborhood thug. I'm a shooter, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to spoil the movie for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because
No,
some
don't
people haven't seen
spoil
it.
it.
But
Exactly.
I'm
I
also a
want you to
neighborhood
go
thug
and
that
see it.
I take contracts and stacks. We got a problem in that net part too. I don't like that. At the ending, I'm
And you
sorry.
get you going too fast. You getting ahead of it.
Yeah.
We haven't discussed part one yet. You telling us
No,
already about part
no,
two.
I'm just giving him forewarning
He,
about the ending of part one.
yeah, he
Part
too
two,
excited. He too excited,
bruh.
man.
No. All right, all right. You better not do me filthy in part two. That's all I'm saying.
Why you keep talking about part two?
Don't forget the part one ended crazy. Ended real. Y'all gotta see part one. It's insane. I
Yeah, you
never
got
seen that ending coming.
the name of the movie is a collection of contradiction.
I,
A collection of contradictions, and in that movie, I saw a few messages that I picked up on. And so one of the messages was that no matter what you do in life, your choices is what is going to define you.
Mm,
So, there was a part where you had the opportunity to change your life for the better when you did come home and you chose to do something different. And so that choice cost you a lot more had you went the other route. So, what was your thought process in creating the messages in the movie?
Yo, what's up, champion? Everything healthy? Yeah. Come on, how could I forget you? Everything healthy? So my thought pattern, and I got you. I'm gonna send it to you. My thought pattern in that particular um stage of my writing career was um generally it's two parts to it, right? It's Jay Z said this line that's so profound to me still to this day. I don't know if he wrote it because he's a thief, but he said, "If I kill you, I'm brainless. If you kill me, you famous." A lot of people forget that the general thing is that if me and you beefing when we broke and you actually make some money, if I do something to you, I'm gonna be just as famous as you,
mm,
right? That's how World Star started and all that type of stuff.
right.
Um, and then the second part is that if you say that you're in a transformational stage or whatnot, you can't have one foot in, one foot out, right? And that's the identity that a lot of people generally have, right? You think
Mm-hmm.
about you think about, and this is something funny that I find to be with a lot of females, guys too, but in general, you'll see a situation where a person will be, let's say, well, I don't, my man can't cheat on me or my girl can't cheat on me, this, that, and the third, right? And that's your standard. And meanwhile, you hanging out with your best friend, knowing that he or she is cheating, right? The standard changes because it's them, that or it ain't me. Nah, it's like you shouldn't even want to be affiliated with that because when a person is looking at you, they looking at everything that you're attached to as well, right? This is
Mm-hmm.
how the feds
Mm-hmm.
then snatched up so many people with just a handshake, or you know what I'm saying. Conspiracy is just one of the hardest charges to beat or whatnot, right? So you have to really totally separate yourself from certain things, and that was something that I just wanted to highlight.
That was super dope. Now I want to ask you, um, Karamatic,
Mm-hmm.
what was it like to tap into your role? Did you feel like you had added pressure, or you just knew what you wanted to play as that character? Because I know when you get a character, no matter who it is, you have to still, even if you being yourself, you still have to jump into that role, into
Right.
that space.
Right.
So, what was your process in it?
Well, it really, what Staxx do is he look at the person. He doesn't don't give you a role. He analyzes your character. The very person who you assimilated from your past experience, from your past social roles, and who you develop into. And what he did was take that character and assimilate it into his character, so that you play that role straight from the heart. There's no scripts in it. It's just you, 100%, and it's no acting. It's real. What best actor to get other than something that's real? So
Something that's
I'm
real.
playing myself
Absolutely.
as a person working inside a studio, and the shooter part. No, that's for another story. But yeah, that's me. That's me. I was always the person that was in the hood. Like, what's going on? We taking care of this? You know.
Hmm.
And he see the characters, and he assimilate them right to the very DNA of the thing that he created.
Absolutely. His mind is so brilliant. He is definitely great at that.
Oh, why
He's
you did
his
that? Why you just did that? Look at his head growing. You should have never did that.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Listen. What's crazy that 21 didn't tell y'all.
what?
The craziest thing in the world is that I like so. I knew Gutter for 4 years before we actually filmed the movie, right? So it's like, we around each other, we in and out, boom, right? Different characters. I only knew 21 for 2 weeks. And real talk,
Facts.
I only knew him for two
But look
weeks.
at how much you've impacted him and inspired him to do something great. Just look at that. And so that's what I talk about with you. You know, a lot of people look past that or don't get to see that because you're funny and you always joking around and they don't see what I see. And a lot of people don't unless they really want to look past all the smiles and jokes and giggles and see you. So your mind is definitely brilliant. You write movies, but don't actually write the script, which is super dope. So now I want to know, in regards to that, do you plan on changing up that process a little bit, or you plan on keeping with that? I did see a totally improv movie on the big screen, so I don't see how it wouldn't be possible for it to happen for you. But I know sometimes, we have to um conform and we have to make changes sometimes to get to that place, and then we can do what we want. So
So,
are you planning on staying in that non-writing the script and letting it be more improv, or are you going to get to script writing?
so I just want to say this: if you want to roll, come to Death Row, right? I got you. Secondly, to answer your question, right? This is so funny because even when I'm looking at myself on camera, I'm like, damn, nice teeth,
Here you go.
dimples. I don't
Here we
know if I
go.
want to change. I don't know if I want to change anything up. You feel me? But overall, the identity is that I think that it makes it easier for me to not have to write because of the professionalism of the people that I'm working with, right? And it starts with the cameraman, then the cast, right? And if people was actually getting paid, they would actually like these things would take a different course. So you I have to deal with different things that people don't know about that I don't I'm not going to speak of. But generally, like I said, with a person, if I was actually paying people, even if it was $100, they would show up on time, right? And it makes it easier, right? But one of the reasons I don't write is because let's say one of these young ladies that's in the audience is about, let me see, one, two, three. It's three young ladies in the audience, right? Let's say
Mhm,
one of them was supposed to be my wife in the movie or
mhm.
somebody else's girlfriend in the movie, and then they don't show up, but one of the other young ladies do. I don't have a script, right? Yo, look, I need you to play his girl, or I need you to be my wife, right? Now there's no script. You don't have to memorize nobody else's lines. You don't have to go
Mm,
through the
exactly.
extra nonsense
Exactly.
because you just being yourself. Now I'm pretty sure that all of them have been either girlfriends or understand what it takes to be a wife. So it should come natural for them to be able to play the role. And if you don't know how to be a wife or a girlfriend, Tanika B. Love will help you. You got she got
Thank you, Stax. I appreciate that. I would get you all the way together, though.
you understand? It's cooking with love, lost the battle, won the war, right? The part of the story is that, and this is some real shit, right? We in a society that where in this society we as men aren't raising our sons to be bosses. So drill rap becomes a thing, right? Killing becomes a thing. All this shit becomes the norm. And young mothers aren't raising their daughters to be wives, right? They letting love and hip hop raise their kid. They
Mm.
letting baddies raise their kid, right? They watching baddies with their daughter and all that. Now your kid go to school, they fighting. You know what I'm saying? It becomes like so, like they. You a life coach, you a love coach, you a help coach. We gonna send them to you, Tanika. Get this money.
Thank you. I need a couple of bags. So I appreciate that. But it's all about you today. Okay?
My cousin just came in the building. Buddha, what's up, my boy?
Buddha Be forever. See, I did that right. I'm proud of myself right now.
Yeah, he's doing some great things. He working with the youth out there in Orlando or whatnot. They just
Right.
was in Atlanta. They took the kid out there Atlanta, and they was, they went to see some different exhibits, Martin Luther King, different things of that nature. Young teens. He's really facilitating or whatnot. I wish that he was in New York because I would give him a role doing just that. You know what I'm saying? Speaking life into the youth, right? Because especially nowadays, right? We don't the OGs don't speak to the kids no more like the
Nope.
OGs that were speaking to me when I was growing up. Now, the reason I don't really like to call the OGs that I came up under OGs is because they ain't give me nothing but a number, right? They told me all of the wrong shit,
Thank you.
right?
I was just about to say, let me see where you're going with this because they lied to us. They really
Yeah,
did. They
they
lied
lied to us,
to
right? They
us.
lied to us, right? Like one of the biggest lies that the OG always came up with was, "Yo, snitching ain't cool." The first person to snitch wasn't. I'm 38. He wasn't 38, right? The person that snitched was the person that made the rule,
Thank
right?
you.
But he ain't the first person to snitch. It was actually Adam because he told on Eve. But that's another story, y'all. That's another story. But overall, you know what I'm saying? Like we need people that's gonna be speaking life into the kids.
I like how you threw in um and when you were talking with your wife or girlfriend and you said I'll put it on the scoreboard. I like how you gave your movie a shout out. Super
Oh,
dope. If
so
you haven't seen that one, go and check that out as well. Where can they find the movies first? Let
so they could find it on YouTube. All they gotta do they could just enter T Gutter Gorilla and put in either title of the movie, put it on the scoreboard or collection of contradiction. Um
or go to my story after this and I'll put the link to the movie. It's actually on my page. And on Facebook, the link is on my page for both movies, but I'll make sure I put it in my story so that you can be able to get to it on Instagram as well. Because I know people should go and look at the movie.
I'm
One, because it's a good quality of work. Two, I love the messages. Three, I love the realness, the authenticity. It just feels like I'm watching something in the street. And four, we have to be able to support each other. The problem that we're experiencing now and why we are where we are today is because we do not support each other at
Exactly.
all. And that's a big
I, um
problem.
I want to say this, right? And I listen to people speak about if you ever had my cooking, right? And this is just an example of um something that you're saying, right? Um so going on to YouTube to watch my movie or watch our movie because this is about us, right? It's never about just me. Um the identity is that you go on YouTube, you can watch the movie for free, right? I'm not asking for any money or whatnot. Let YouTube pay me by them views, right? And y'all comments, if y'all start to comment more in the, because it's a comment bar underneath
Mhm.
the movie thing, fire. Y'all start putting y'all comments and different things of that nature, then we can start getting some money. But then also, right? I've heard that I could cook, but the people that
You
taste my food
can.
ain't the, huh?
I said you can. You cooked for me, so you can.
Oh yeah,
What he
this coming
cook?
from this
What he cook?
this coming
He made
from a
garlic
chef.
shrimp
What?
and what was it? Garlic shrimp, yellow rice,
What?
and broccoli. I think it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hold
shrimp and
on.
broccoli and rice.
Yo, let me do a cookbook for you. Let me publish it for you.
For what? You just said that you just said that you, brother. Let me finish
Yo,
what I'm
yo,
about to
let me
say.
do your cookbook, bruh.
So I'm not writing no books, brother. I'm not writing no books right now. But I've heard that I could cook. I made oxtail, all kind of stuff, different stuff. People have tasted my
Man.
move, my food, and
Hmm.
now one person ever said, "Yo, I want to give you $10 for a plate of food next week." Right? So now that's the other side of support, right? You actually paying for something. And then on the free side of support, all you gotta do is hit a link. All you gotta do is type something in. You can like they got this thing on the smartphone where you can say the title of the movie, Collection of Contradiction. Like you could do
Yeah.
that. So don't take advantage of that. And this dude, 21, did 14 years, and he's not as savvy as we are in this era because he they wasn't even playing. I think they probably had flip phones when he
Yeah,
was
I
out. I don't
had
know.
the Boost Motorola Flip.
Yeah, yeah.
780.
Because
I had a
I
780.
want to have you on. I want to have a conversation with you, okay, in April. You.
All right.
And we're gonna talk
21.
about your
His
experiences.
name is 21, not you. She think
Why? You
she,
know who I'm talking about because he looked at me and I'm looking right at him and he knew what I was talking about.
Yeah.
think she think
21.
that she think that Soldier Boy she think that Soldier Boy song was about you.
I don't mean any disrespect.
It's no
I was
problem.
talking to 21. Absolutely. I'm just hearing your story right
Yeah.
now. I definitely want to know a little bit more because it's exciting that you came out after 14
14
years
and a half.
and you into 14 and a half. Don't take nothing from
That's
me.
right.
After you've been in there so long, you came out and you already have done so much. And I want to tell you that welcome
Thank
home.
you.
I'm super proud of you. And I want you to keep going. Don't stop. Keep listening to the people that have your best interests in heart and keep motivating yourself because nobody has to, but always be around the people who are going to love you and inspire you, like
Definitely. Thank
Staxx.
you.
Don't
Yeah.
spend your time with anyone and anything else but positivity
Hmm.
because I don't want you to go
Right.
back. We need you on the outside. We have a fight out here,
Mm.
and we need every soldier that can be in place to do what we need to do when the time is needed. And
Nice.
so,
I got a good brother on my team, and I support him fully. I do business plan, I do proposals, I do all kinds of stuff, especially with the legal aspect, I do contracting.
mhm.
I do marketing. I'm just coming home. I'm just learning this stuff. I'm not learning. I learned the technical stuff like the contracts and the filing and the paperwork. But now I'm putting into the physicalities, into the internet, like even to get up here. I'm like, Staxx, what's live? He telling me how to go
Yo,
live. You
yo,
know?
I ain't gonna hold y'all. Listen, this some real shit, man. He did all that time, me and him talking, and he's saying what he's saying, and he was getting me so frustrated. I had to really calm down and realize that he don't know. I
Yeah.
was about to,
So
I told,
nothing, yeah.
I had to tell him. I was like, yo, bro, I'll do this interview by myself. You ain't gonna keep calling me with this shit.
Sure. So Stacks, who you? But besides, you got to admit, I'm good. Not knowing tech that well, I came out, got on Facebook, and in 4 months, I got 2.9K followers.
Look at that.
Yeah,
You
Put
whoop
some
de
doing
numbers.
doo.
good. Absolutely.
Yo,
And it's all about the numbers these days.
Yeah,
If
I'm
you're
I
making
don't,
getting
listen, I
commercials.
numbers,
ain't gonna lie.
like,
I, I ain't gonna lie. Most of those people that I'm learning this, man. Like I put stuff in my story and get 300 views. I post something on my page, I get 20 likes. People just like to watch you, man. They not out here for what's real. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I don't care how many followers you got, man. It's 2 point. We only got 800 views on the movie. Them 2.9 is not helping.
Yeah.
Tell them, tell them niggas, tell them to put it on the
Yo, I'm
scoreboard,
about, I'm
man.
about, I'm about, I'm about to inbox all 2.9K followers. Like, hello, you don't watch this
Bro,
other content I'm putting up? How about my movie?
you
yeah,
gotta
tell
tell
them.
them if they want to follow you, they have to watch the movie, else you're gonna remove them from following you. They
Right.
want
Tell
your
them.
goodness.
Exactly.
They have to support you.
Yeah.
That's how
Tell,
we have to be. And that's how we have to be in our communities and everything else because we watching and seeing everything that's happening and we so worried about what the white people are doing to us and we're not even paying attention to what we're doing to each other. Here we are all non-white and
Hmm.
we all are segregated within our own communities. So we have to pay attention to that and we have to do something about that before we can fight the big man. We're so gun ho on what we want to do to this person that is in government when we can't even control ourselves. Again, we don't even support each other. All
Right.
2,000 and all the followers that you have should have already watched the movie if they're following you. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I say that all the time because I myself don't get the support that I think I should get from the people that I know and love, but it's okay. You got to remember that the right people are going to support you. The right people are going to lift you up. The right people are going to bring you opportunities, and the right people are going to inspire you. You have to be willing to ask for help, and you have to be willing to receive what people are offering you as long as it's in your
Yeah,
best interest.
here's what I'm offering, man. I'm offering roles, man. I got a new movie dropping or whatnot. I know we talking about this movie, a collection of contradiction on YouTube, but I got a new movie I'm working on. It's called Same Hustle, Different Product. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and this movie really, for me, is more so about the message than the actual movie. Um, I don't want to do the cliche shit where somebody has to die or you know what I'm saying, just to catch somebody's attention in that way. But at the end of the day, like it's always about the message for me, and that's just generally what it is. Like I never had the right people around me growing up that actually gave me the message that I needed at that time.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So in this time, if I could actually put a movie out there that's going to deposit a message into somebody that's younger than me that's coming up on the rise, it's always going to be, a win for you is a win for me. You can always come to me and get some advice. You can always come to me and get something. And different people that's playing these roles, even you, Tanika, like I told you, I got a role for you, right? Like and I'm gonna let you be yourself, the love doctor, the coach, the smooth talker. You feel me? Don't be in the movie flirting though, cause that's
It's so
another,
crazy.
but but I want you to be yourself, and I want you to the young ladies that's gonna be in the movie, they're gonna get the opportunity to be around somebody that is older than them, that is like, this is like bridging the gap for real. And that's the
Definitely.
main ingredient. I think that's the main ingredient to everything that we want to accomplish. I don't care if you want to talk about politics. It's still about bridging the gap. If I don't know the language you speak, how the fuck could I actually understand where you're coming from? You feel me? So
Love it.
the reality is that, and Tanika and I held this conversation on the phone yesterday. Like, people look at Trump and they like, oh, he's ignorant, he's this, he's that. Nah, he speaks his mind.
Yeah.
He's not trained to speak. He's trained to spend money. He's trained to get money. You feel
He's
me?
a businessman.
But
Yeah.
but
Absolutely.
but overall, the identity is that if you actually listen to him and weed out all of the bullshit feelings, you'll be able to actually sit there and be like, nah, he's speaking some truth, and the things that he's trying to accomplish and do is much needed in this particular society.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, when you was making this movie, I feel like you were setting it up for another movie, a part two. But the way that the movie ended kind of left me in suspense with questions.
If you
Because
got questions, I got answers.
I wasn't expecting the end. You already gave away the
I didn't
ending.
give
Now
it
you want to
away.
tell me
I didn't give it
you
away. I said it's a surprise.
I wasn't going to tell the ending. I was just going to say that I wasn't expecting what I was expecting.
Yeah.
And one of the things that stood out to me was how fast things can go downhill.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it, and that is what we need to be mindful for.
our moves, the people around us, you know, the situation between you and the people across the street, that turf war thing. We need to figure out a way where there's enough money for everybody. And the problem is, anything in life you do, there is enough money for everyone where you don't have to resort to violence to make it. So, what
I
stood out
mean,
to me is that even when you did your transformation, the first thing to go back to was the violence.
so let me share something with you, right? This movie is kind of so funny to me because I did a bid. I started reading the Bible, and I actually worked my first 9 to 5 after doing my first bid, and then I worked in multiple different fast food restaurants, downtown to midtown, 42nd Street, Red Lobster, BBQs, Applebee's. I go in there and act like I still work there. Yo, what up? Where the manager at? Right. Anyway, I I ended up going back to prison, and now, now it's a different deposit because I'm learning to let go of different things and weed out different things, and that's just what it is, right? Like you no matter what may come your way, you have to be able to let some things go to be able to get to the other side, right?
Hmm.
Because if you can't identify with the dead weight that you're carrying, you're gonna be trying to take something to the other side that's drowning you. It's not allowing you the space to grow and be fruitful and successful and multiply and all these different things that we is created for. So um that's just what it is. Like I honestly listen, even when I just heard you speak about the turf war different. I'm from a block where the dudes on my side of the street, which is the downtown side of the street, was all we was all blood. The
Hmm.
dudes on the uptown side of the street was all crip, but we never had no beef. It was like we from the block. Ain't nobody coming over here. Can't an outsider can't come over here and play around. You know what I'm saying? But now when like when I first came home from jail on on the second bed, I swear I thought everybody was a crackhead. Right? I'm looking healthy. Right? I had a little. I got a little bird chest now, but I had a little something there. You feel me? I did a push up or two, you
Hmm.
know. But I'm thinking everybody a crackhead, and then the dudes that's on the rise that don't know who I am is looking at me like who am I? And I'm laughing because I'm like, you was in Pampers, like I probably just robbed your brother, like so it's like this particular identity that I learned and understood is that even when it comes to my movies or writing music or whatever it is, like we are natural born creators, right? And everything that we do, we are creating, right? We create everything. When you have a friendship with somebody, right? You like you telling people how they can treat the person that you're cool with. When you're in a relationship with your spouse, if if a woman is not gonna feel comfortable coming at me sideways, knowing that I have a girl, if I don't create that, I have to set the tone for her to think that she could just, take my woman's spot, and vice versa, right? If my girl's outside twerking and doing all this stuff or whatever, and she smiling all in dudes' faces, she gonna make a dude think that he can replace me, right? And we create that. So you have to be mindful that in order for you to be able to just give yourself this peace and this liberty, this all these different things. So that's another message that I always trying to point out in my movies, that this is about being creative, but it's also about using the movie as a marketing strategy, right? So 21 said that he's a book publisher and he does all these different things. In the moment, he had written the books, but they wasn't published. I don't know. I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but he was selling them on Amazon. So I never gave him the chance to sit there and sit down at the table and have his books in hand, or what I'm saying, promote it and use it as a marketing tool, because now the
Mhm.
people that's on YouTube that don't know him is gonna get to know him through his books, literature, and the movie. But in this next in this next movie, this is it for anybody that's gonna be in the movie. I want them to take advantage of that.
Yep.
That's super dope. I love your concept. I love your messages. I love your thought process. You're so creative. You the music that was playing. Now, were you a person that wrote some of the movie music or produced it?
Come on, man. Oh, man, that's a crazy question. That's crazy. Yo,
Everybody don't know that watching, so it's a great question. Go
yo,
ahead and answer
listen,
it.
man. It's a bunch of scenes where I wrote like four of those songs, and then Gutter wrote his own song, and what I'm saying, like as many as the people that gave up their music, um, I used it, right, and some I wrote, majority I wrote, and a few I didn't. The young lady that was playing my girlfriend that cheated on me because she thought it was better with Gutter, and I went to jail.
Mhm.
Um, Posh was good. This the young lady that was speaking life to me when I was in prison, and she was like Pastor Staxx and all this, right? I actually was gonna use a song that she is on that I had something to do with or whatnot. But overall, I was trying to get music from every artist that was in the movie, and it was multiple artists. But that, like I said, going back to what I said about the professionalism and people agreeing to be in the movie, they not getting paid, so they don't look at it as a professional thing. They look at it as, oh, I'm just trying to search out my talent, and then they don't want to show up, or they want to be late, or they want to, what I'm saying, it becomes that. So I'm like, you know what, like, so here's the craziest thing in the world, to be honest. Posh just came in. Posh was actually supposed to be my wife in the movie.
Does she want to
Hmm.
come up? She can definitely come up.
If she willing to come up, she could come up. She was supposed to be my wife in the movie, but she got tied up. She got two beautiful daughters. She does so much different music and different things of that nature. So because of her schedule and her being busy, the day of, that's how the other young lady became my wife. And I would have, to be honest, I would have, not because Posh is more beautiful or looks better or personality is better. Not because of those things that I would have rather to have Posh as my wife in the movie, but because of her professionalism, and I knew that she would show up, right?
She did speak
Because
life into you.
it,
She was speaking life into you. She definitely was. She did her thing.
it got to a point. It got to a point, and it got to a point in the movie where, right, and the young lady, the 21 was managing that young lady that became my wife in the
Yeah.
movie. He was managing her.
That's one of my artists.
Hmm. I follow
It's
her
no such
too.
Yeah.
it's no such thing as artists. It's artists, right?
Hold
It's
on.
no ES,
Who's the
brother.
writer here?
It's
Right?
artists.
Who's the
It's artists.
writer here?
Yo,
Try to correct my grammatical syntax.
my bad, man. I didn't
There
mean
you
to
go.
do that.
Thank you.
But generally, um, that's his artist. He actually showed up. He bought her and showed up and continued to show up even when she didn't.
And
Right?
showed up on my birthday.
Yeah, you
Super
was
dope.
drunk, belligerent.
But man, it was my birthday.
I couldn't
I showed
believe it.
up. I
But
showed up.
yeah,
You
so
showed
now,
up.
like, no, now and this is the coolest thing in the world about being a quick thinker and being quick on your feet in this particular place and atmosphere when I'm writing and I'm doing these movies, is when when she stopped showing up, or when anybody else didn't show up, even if they had a role, I continue without them, and I just had to create something that just kept going, right? Like I'm not gonna stop because you don't want to do your part, or I'm not gonna edit you out. No, I'm still gonna let you get your little flowers or whatever the case might be. But flowers die, and so did your role, Yo, what would
Yo,
That's
what the?
the role.
Yo, that's good. I like that.
right?
Yo, that
But
was beautiful.
that's what it is. It's the dude that played the cop in the movie, right? That's my bro, right? The reason that we ended up killing him in the movie is because he literally went to jail. Like he was going to turn himself in. So I said, oh, we're gonna keep you a part of the movie. We're not gonna let you just fade away in that way. We're gonna kill you. You could die right now. He was like, all right, I'm cool with it. And that's another thing that it's two parts of this, Tanika, right? It's when a dude agrees to get a role, they always say, I don't want to die. And I'm like, damn, like you think you special, right? And then females, and then the second thing that dudes say is, can I get a sex scene? I'm like, damn, you a freak, right? Like,
Yo,
That's you, okay?
yo, that's crazy.
right? Like, me, like, but then the females, some of them, they want to pick and choose who they want to be. Oh, nah, he ain't really my type. I don't want him to be my man. You know what I'm saying? So it remind me of y'all a little bit older than us, right? So y'all, the young ladies on here might know about this. It remind me of being in the club or being in a house party, and a girl would be dancing, and a dude would walk up behind her, and then when she turned around and looked at him, and he ain't that cute, she walked right away. Oh my God, what the hell?
That's not you
And then she
the
run to her
time.
people and start laughing.
Yo.
Yo, boy,
He's standing there
that
looking
shit is
crazy.
crazy. I'll be peeping everything. But,
So how many times that
but,
happened
but
to
people,
you?
me, you bugging yo, why you talking like that?
Yo, I was
Yo,
saying,
first and,
experience is
first
the
and
best teacher,
foremost,
right?
I don't even dance. That's
I don't either.
first.
I don't either.
But if I actually walked up behind a girl in the spot to go dance, man, I'm artwork, man. God did his
Here we
thing
go.
with me. Stop playing. You don't
Here
ever
we
ask a
go.
question
Here
like that.
we go.
This what you
That's
wanted.
his two-step. He definitely
This
get
what you
his
wanted.
two-step in.
I wasn't trying to talk
Yo,
about me, but
yo.
since you made it about me, man,
You saw
stop.
how I brought it out of
Come
you?
on, man. Stop
Yeah.
playing. Don't ever.
Oh, mess.
You see the dimples?
Yo,
You see the dimples?
I'm definitely
You
not
see?
making action figures for you.
Come
Definitely
on,
not.
man.
He gonna have it on a throne. He gonna he gonna have it on a place where you worship it.
This is you sitting
I
here,
gotta get
man.
my charger for a second.
This dude 5'5" with brown eyes trying to talk about me. Don't do that to me, man. I'm trying to chill, man.
Yo, I can make the action figures this high too. It's about to get crazy.
I was trying to chill. Yo, you know what's crazy too? They said if you're a man and you're not 6 feet, then you have to date a midget so you can feel 6 feet because it's a requirement. It's a requirement. This is like this
You
is
know
like
what? Yo, remember you want that shirt?
yo
Remember you want that shirt? I'm about to generate you a sublimation T-shirt. I'm gonna send
yo.
it to you too. I'm gonna
I
fix you
I
up
ain't
real
gonna
good.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna
You
give you a nice
like
beauty makeover. Watch this. You gonna have the
they
shirts
gonna
in
call
2 days.
they
I
gonna you
got you.
like you sure like Lil Roscoe from Martin with the boogers in his nose, man. Stop talking to me like that.
Wait till you see that T-shirt I'm about to make. Yeah, we make our own
Yo,
T-shirts, so we're gonna be wearing our own T-shirts in the movies. Got
That's
you.
me telling Cena I'm 5'5" with brown eyes.
you gotta you gotta be it's a height requirement, man. You can't even get on certain rides. Brother, stop playing with me, talking to me like that, man. You know who I am?
Yo, you know it's all right.
I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna
Yeah,
leave it
okay.
alone. Next
Yo,
question.
we gonna continue this somewhere else. I got him good, and I'm gonna post a T-shirt for you too.
Yo, Nika, next question. This dude is, you know, I usually I usually say no autographs, no photos. He
Oh
wildin'.
shit.
Oh my goodness. Well, what advice would you give someone who is trying to get into the industry? Because you are a author, actor, writer, producer. You write music. as well. Your manager. What else? Did I leave
Who you talking to?
anything out? You,
You talking to
Stack.
21 or me? Oh,
You.
me? Man, you left a lot out. I'm artwork. I'm God's favorite. I'm a public figure.
You're a public figure. You are a public figure, Stacks. So,
Won't
what
he do
advice
it?
would you give someone trying to get into your lane?
Stay in yours. Don't get in my lane. Fuck is you talking about? They might crash. Nah. Yo, yo. If if I was giving advice to somebody that's just trying to transition into this particular atmosphere, I'm just gonna tell them you gotta be fearless, man. It's not about so it's about understanding that you are truly worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's because the reality is that Jay Z may have fans that he know, right? Like people that he grew up with, but we talk this it's a big world that we live in, and it's like it's sad that it's sad. It's a sad truth that 20 blocks up, 20 blocks down, full, 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 full square. That is the world to a lot of people because they've never saw or been nowhere. You feel
Hmm.
me? I'm just fortunate and blessed that I took advantage of life. When I had money, I wanted to fly. I wanted to go places. So I saw 40 states in 2 countries. You know, but overall, the overall reality is that I'm not I'm not scared to conquer and I know how to survive. I've never been through nothing that I couldn't survive. So if if I'm speaking life into somebody, I'm gonna tell them don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? You got to be fearless and whatever it is and however that may look. You going you're gonna be not liked by some people and you're gonna be liked by others. And if they don't like you, 2 tears in the bucket, fuck it. And if they like you, then you stick with those people, man. You know what I'm saying? That's it, right? It's I was in I was in Salsa Con Fuego, right? They put me on the flyer. Jagged Edge is in there, right? Now, me personally, I like Jagged Edge. I promise, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be. They got some joints. Walked out of heaven, right? And these dudes never even been to heaven, but they walked out, right? Now, these dudes is these dudes is such has-beens that they didn't even get on stage. They sang from VIP, and then they was all off court or notes, and they breathing was. I'm like, oh nah, this is the reason why they ain't on stage because they ain't got them same 2 steps in them. Feel me? But overall, I say that to say this that the reality is that a lot of people showed up because they still fans, right? Those they still have the same fans of from back in the early 2000s, late 90s. You know what I'm saying? The people that fuck with you gonna fuck with you. They're gonna deal with you no matter what, right? And unless you like mystical and you got the rape case and if you're a mystical fan, still something wrong with you. If you know what I'm saying? Like something wrong. He got life in prison. He ain't never coming home. That shit he doing is crazy. But overall, like somebody is still a Jagged Edge fan, and they ain't drop an album in so long. Somebody's still a R. Kelly fan, no matter how many 12-year-old kids he had, right? Like he's this dude running around saying after 12 is lunch. I said this dude is bugging, but somebody is still a fan of cows. You feel me?
That's the
So like you gotta be you gotta be fearless, man. That's just my message, man. I just want to you feel me? So that's the answer to your question. Next,
Thank you. Thank you. I want to ask
next.
21. Since
Uh-huh.
you've been home and you've been moving and shaking, what was the biggest lesson you learned and what advice would you give our viewers?
Okay. after being assimilated into a foreign and adverse community, a world that's
Mhm.
alien that I knew nothing about. You know, I came out the clothes on my back, nothing. I had to learn the streets again. I was looking for a payphone when I came home. I'm like, where's the payphone? Somebody said,
Mhm.
there's no payphones. You got to use the little thing on the corner. So I'm looking for this little thing on the corner. There's simple. They look like a payphone. The little kiosk. I walked blocks and blocks. I got the 125th Street. I said, where the hell is the kiosk? I'm just coming home. So I knew nothing. I had to learn this all over again.
Mhm.
And then seeing the world has moved on. And in a couple months, I managed to open my own LLC, Karamatic Kingdom. You know, open up, publish 4 books, own a publishing company. I was in a theater play. You know, I own a printing press where I print flyers. I print clothing lines, and I did this all in a couple months. And the thing is, when people come out of jail, you can make it. You can make it despite the odds being handed to you. Because now I got my own place. I
Mhm.
got wall-to-wall equipment, 4 businesses in a couple months. You know, despite the odds in your hand, you can make it. Resilience exists for those that want to take it take the bull by the horns. I did it in less than a
Amen.
year, and anybody can do it. There's no such thing as it's hard out here. It's only hard as you make it. So with that, get your ass to work.
No, that was so good. I can't wait
Thank
to
you.
have a conversation with you.
Okay,
It's gonna be super dope.
great, great.
You have a lot to offer. I can see it. I can feel it in your energy
Thank you.
and everything. Absolutely.
You gotta
Oh, and then
Absolutely.
and
watch
then
that.
and then the
You gotta
recording
watch that
studio, and I'm going for
21.
my master's degree.
20,
It's just
What you
you
said,
gotta
too
watch
much
Smoke?
that.
stuff.
21. You're not even picking up on the indirects. So she ain't tell you that she a minister. She said you got a lot to offer. She asking for some money.
What? Oh,
Offering,
that's what it was. Oh shit!
offering. She a
Why didn't you
minister.
give me a hint? You should.
I'm trying to tell you,
You.
she a real licensed minister. She could marry you. She
Yeah. Well,
you got a
I
lot
don't
to
mind giving
offer.
ties.
You see,
Besides,
you
this
saw,
here.
you heard. Did you hear the conviction when she said you got a lot to offer?
You gotta.
I mean, yeah, I do got a lot to offer. I got a lot to give back to the
I
universe as
started
well.
getting to a few bags.
Mrs.
I'm like,
Stax, you
okay,
terrible, man.
Stax is crazy. But I want to thank y'all both for coming on. Stax, keep doing what you're doing. Of course, you're gonna be back on again because like I said, you're one of my favorite
Here, here go
favorite
the
people,
head
and
swelling.
I'm so super proud of him though. Like seriously. So even though, a lot of people don't get to experience all the knowledge and growth he has done, the creativity, the excellence, the wisdom that he has. I just want you to know, I think you're super dope. And I
Yeah,
always tell you
he's
that.
very good.
Now, I appreciate you, and I just want to tell you why a lot of people don't get to experience it, and it's the real reason.
Juna Jula, hello.
Um, I was just watching Coming to America, right?
Hmm.
My favorite line in Coming to America was when King Jaffe Joe said, "I will do no such thing. He is beneath me, and so is his daughter." Right?
That
So
was crazy. That was
the
crazy.
the rea- this the reality is this, right? If I'm what they call a sapiosexual, right? I get turned on by a woman that is super intellectual, right? If you could challenge me intellectually, you're gonna turn me on, right? But a lot of people generally are not here, right? Like you gotta be here. I'm not coming down there because I passed that already. Why would I want to go back?
Hmm.
So they don't get a chance to see it because they are afraid to climb. Like I'm still climbing. I don't got time to be going back down the ladder just to appease people. I'm good. Good. I surpassed
You
that.
got to come up where you
That's
are. Absolutely.
it.
Don't dumb yourself down or level yourself down to appease or accommodate or fit into anybody else's life. Let them fit into yours or don't fit at all.
That's it. Like
That's it.
yeah, so I don't if you don't look, I know people that really think that they got enemies. I don't think I say this. I might have haters. I don't think I got enemies, right? And if I do, it's a secret.
Mhm.
It's a secret. So that's deodorant. Ain't nobody worried about a secret.
Hmm.
Where
Right.
can they find you? Where can everyone find you, Staxx?
You gotta come to heaven, man. Keisha Cole was talking about me sent from heaven.
Terrible.
They can find me. They can find me. They can find me
Terrible.
on Facebook at Staxx Irving, Staxx Irving, like Irving. Kyrie, my little cousin. Feel me? Um, you can find me on Instagram, Staxx Staxx821. You could. I got another Instagram that's Staxx821. Um, some
Get
other
money?
stuff. Yeah, get money. Oh, you know it. You know it, right? Get money, right? That's the backup page in case they ever shut me down here. And then I got the movie page. It's 6127 Jim _Jim. That's the movie page. So if you just want to see, still photos or little clips of the movie, you're never gonna hear what we saying on until the movie is actually complete. But you can
Hmm.
find me there. Staxx821 on YouTube. Like I'm all over the place. Bossed up. If you enter Bossed Up Staxx in Google, I'm there too. You
You'll
reach out
probably
to.
find me with you.
Yeah.
We did a lot of episodes together.
Yeah, we did a lot of episodes together. But now we bridge the gap. We inform the people, open up their eyes. But yeah,
Absolutely.
those are different places you can find me. Um, and that's it, man. And like I said, look forward to this next movie. I'll probably have it out before the 4th of July, maybe right after. It's called Same Hustle, Different Product or whatnot. You know.
Looking forward to it. 21. Where can they find you?
All over the place. Nah, but you can go to
They can
Instagram
find
at
him.
Karamatic
Y'all can
21.
find him. Y'all can find him in the midget strip club. This dude,
Yo, I'm so gonna get you, bro. Yo, it's beef. You know that, right?
yeah.
I just want to let you know that, all right?
How the
But
hell? How the,
He's such a
uh,
mess.
yeah,
how the hell he go?
you email me
Yo,
at Karamatic Kingdom,
Mhm.
at gmail.com. You can Google me, Karamatic Kingdom, and you'll see everything pop up. Books, movies, the theaters. You can see my business. You can see me registered with the state of New York. You can put in my name, Jamel Stevens. You see my books pop up. You see everything. I'm all connected. Just Google me, Karamatic Kingdom. Karametic Kingdom.
Okay. Speaking of names, that was one thing that I meant to ask you, Staxx. So, when you're creating movies, do you want to keep your same name or are you going to use your government ever?
I don't even know my government. My mom called me Staxx. She think that she named me Staxx at this point. So I'm always gonna be who I am, right? My name's Staxx. Like so people gonna call me Staxx in my movies, right? The young lady Posh, she called me. She said, "Shout out!" She was like, "Here's your certificate, Pastor Staxx," right? So here's what's funny, right? I got a text message since we've been on the phone from somebody that's not even watching this shit, and they said, "Pastor Staxx." Yo,
Oh, you a pastor?
you feel me? But they just said that because they watched the movie before or whatnot, and since they watched the movie, they've been calling me Pastor Staxx.
Pastor
You know what I'm saying?
Staxx.
So
Well,
like, don't.
you're close
I,
to it.
I'm not.
You're
I
close
don't.
to it.
I mean,
People always want to define how the message should be conveyed because they don't like the person that's sending the message. Just take the message. Just because you think or you feel that this person is not qualified to speak the word of God or share a message doesn't mean that there's not a message in there. Stop minimizing um the message or missing the message because you don't like how it's delivered.
no, that's a fact. I mean, generally, even before I wrote the movie, I teach Bible study and I speak to people about God and I pray with people or whatnot. Like people know that they could count on me for prayer. Just don't call me at 2 in the morning or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that'll either piss me off or piss my daughter off. Cause I gotta get up and be with her. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. It's like, but overall, like, so I get why people be like Pastor Staxx, and especially a person that don't know my real name. But you don't need to know my real name until it's time to. So, you know, it is what it is.
Well,
But
Pastor Staxx and 21, I want to say thank you so much for coming on. I'm going to be reaching out to you so we can schedule. I
Right.
know I heard a little bit, but I want you to put together a little bio for me,
Already
okay?
done.
Thank you. And we will talk soon. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it and your
not
time because
thank
you can't get that
Can I
back.
quote?
Your time.
you.
So I
Can I,
appreciate your time.
can I quote a line from the movie that Stax told me, and I would like to deliver
Back.
it back to him. God
Go
forgive.
ahead.
I don't.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, straight from the
I,
movie. You remember that part?
yeah. I remember that role. I
All
remember
right.
that. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say this as a rebuttal, man. Yo, yo, if you had to drive right, and they put you on a stack of phone books, how would you actually reach?
See, we stop. Hey,
This
look,
dude
look,
gonna be this dude gonna be driving with his feet like a
look.
Flintstone, man.
I
He
want
can't
everybody
even see
watching to
over the
see
steering
this.
wheel.
I want everybody watching to see this, and I'm gonna make a shirt tonight. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you. And I'm gonna send it to Stax. And I want y'all. I want you
Okay.
to post this, please.
If
I want you to show
it,
everybody what I'm about to do to him. Stay
Okay.
tuned for this,
look,
y'all.
this the this the shirt right here, man.
I got your
Benjamin,
baby
you
picture,
know?
He said I got your baby picture.
Hey yo, you know
Yeah,
what's crazy? You know
yeah,
what's crazy?
huh?
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
The craziest thing in the world is that you the same size I was when I was a baby. What are you talking about?
All right, I'm gonna send you a shirt tonight. I'm gonna see you a picture of it.
Yo,
That's all I want to say.
man,
Y'all
man,
both gonna get complimentary t-shirts of Karamatic Kingdom.
yo,
That,
listen,
and
I
it's gonna
man,
can't
have
wait
him
to
up there. It's a
see it.
design. Yeah, I'm putting
listen, man. Y'all, God bless y'all, though, man. Y'all
definitely.
have a good night.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all.
Thank you
Thank y'all
all
for coming out.
for
Thank you for the
tuning
support.
in. Yes. Thank you for tuning in. I want to put somebody on the spot because she's going to be my guest next week. Um, Miss Teresina, I will see you next week, Wednesday. This is called Accountability Partner. Now you have to come.
That's right. You put it on blast. Put it on the scoreboard.
Put it on class. Now you have to come. So I will see you next week, Wednesday. The flyer will be going out soon.
Yo, can I ask a question before we leave?
Sure.
Yo, I'm thinking about quitting my job,
Here
right? Is
we
it a,
go.
it's a lot of money in OnlyFans. I,
I
I
don't
heard a
know.
lady say, I heard a lady say she was a principal and she made $1 million in a year.
I don't
Man,
know.
dollars.
One
I said,
sometimes finding out
a
for yourself
million?
is the best knowledge. So why don't you try it and see, and
A
you let me
million?
know if it works.
A million in a year, though?
Well, you can't be past the stacks and be on OnlyFans making $1 million in a year. So you got to
That's
pick
gonna,
a
that's,
side, okay?
that's
That's what
gonna
I'm
be,
gonna give you. That's
that's
the
gonna,
advice I'm gonna give you. Pick a
yeah,
side, sir.
yeah, I'm gonna pick a side. That's gonna be my name on the OnlyFans, Pastor Staxx.
Oh man. Oh man. He gonna have his shirt off with the little thing up there, the tie.
What you talking about, little
Yo,
thing, bro? Come on with this, bro. Yo, I'm out of
Pastor
here, man.
Stax. Oh my God.
Thank you, thank you, and good
Good
night,
night.
you guys. I'm
Ma-
going to close. I'm gonna let y'all kick yourselves out. I'm gonna close out, and then I'm gonna kick myself off.
Many blessings. How do I get off here?
Put the X. Is the
Oh,
X up in the
okay.
right?
X
You
marks
see it?
the spot. I'm out. Peace.
X. I want to tell everyone Again, look forward to next week's conversation. It's going to be very, very good. Thank you all for tuning in every week for a conversation with me, the Cooking with Love, Lost the Battle, Won the War live series every Wednesday at 7 p.m. If you want to come up and share your story with me and everyone else, please feel free to do so. I just ask that you be transparent, authentic, and honest, ready and willing to drop jewels and gems and plant seeds, because this is what we need: seeds to be planted for them to grow so that we can grow and become better as individuals. And making the best choices for ourselves is always in the best interest. And that is how we exercise self love. So love yourself completely. Remember, I love you because I live to live to love you too. See you next week. Good night.